Hey man, that's awesome. I was looking through your Facebook feed, and you had this quote on there. It was a funny quote, but I'm going to read it, and I want you to just kind of talk about it. It says, "People ask me, do I need the Holy Spirit to go to heaven? Bro, you need the Holy Spirit to go to Walmart." Talk to me. What's that all about?
Because the Holy Spirit's peace, though, too. Holy Spirit's peace and kindness and love, gentleness. And man, it's like, I had for instance, before I was saved, if I bump into someone at Walmart, it's gonna be like, hey, dog, what are you doing? You're gonna snap. Them are instincts. Mm-hmm. Okay, and this is before I was saved. Or after I was saved.
The missus is laughing over there.
Yeah, I'm laughing because it's true. This is true. You need the Holy Spirit everywhere you go.
That's right.
Walmart mainly.
Preach it, bro. Preach it.
We're at Walmart, and I'm pushing the cart, man, and this guy, he's swinging his arms, and he smacked, his arm smacked, and he cocked the attitude at me. He was like, "You need to watch where you're going." And I was gonna turn around and snap, but when you felt that presence, guy was like, just let it go. And I was like, "Oh, excuse me, sir." So what I'm saying, all polite, and he apologized, and then I kind of complained about it to God. I'm like, "Man, really? I let this do that." But it's like you need the Holy Spirit with you, man, because if you don't have the Holy Spirit, we'll get back in our flesh. We go in our flesh, man, and when we live in our flesh, it only leads to chaos, man. We can snap easily, let that anger take control.
Yeah, and I think it's completely true. I mean, we live in the world, and we deal with people of the world all the time, and that is the reason why we need God, because we're not sitting in the church house 24/7. Most of the time, we're dealing with people at work with attitudes and things like that, and we're going to the stores where people are just flaunting stuff, and people are bumping in. They're grouchy. They're trying to get home, and we have all this kind of personality happening in our supermarket. So even when we go into our supermarket, we have to be Holy Spirit armored up, because we
gotta have that armor on.
The battle is there, and the moment we discredit that the battle is there is the moment that we begin to lose the battle. And so I love the quote. It was humorous. I know I've seen it floating around a few times, but I was like, man, I'm going to get your perspective on it. Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Though. Even at work, like you said, workplaces, man, you got to have work. I have guys like me, we got other female coworkers. They're like, hey, you do that? I'm like, oh, you need Jesus. Yeah. And the Holy Spirit's there with you. This is how you know the Holy Spirit's there with you. Because one of the brothers told me that, or one of the guys at work told me that, and I'm like, bro, you need Jesus. The next day he came up to me and was like, hey, I do need Jesus, and he had his cross on, and I never seen him wear his cross, So it shows what God does. Yeah. It might, the Holy Spirit, he'll convict you right there on the spot, man, and I think that's what he did to that brother. So it's amazing to see that, You can't get caught slipping. Just like they say, you can't get caught slipping without a pistol when you go out in the streets. When we leave our homes, we got to take our Bible with us, our sword with us. We got to have that Spirit of God with us. That's our armor. And it's trust me, it's a blessing having that.
Yeah. You're hearing real, raw, and unscripted. That's how we call it at church, and this is real life, and this is awesome. So Brother Juan on here, Minutes with God Community Network, and we're just doing this Let's Talk About It show on some of these things, and this is real stuff. So let's continue on this. Because coming to, how long would you think you've been saved for? Has it been about 3 years?
I've been saved about a year, man, since this happened with my brother. It's been about a whole year, I want to say. It'll be a whole year. Yeah, I've been fully committed going in. And I mean, I have my troubles, but it still don't stop me, you know what I mean?
I call them dry seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we're dry in more than one way. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's that valley, that desert, and there's a quote that was floating around on social media for a while. They took it down. Someone took it down, or just hasn't reposted it or whatever. But it said, the teacher is always quiet during the test. And I always think about, even when when it seems that God is quiet, I got to remember that He's still not absent. Sometimes God feels like He's just being quiet, but He's not absent.
Are you ready? Ready? Are you too busy for God? Are you prepared for the afterlife? Is God an afterthought or your daily bread of life? Do you have the time for God? Can you spare some time with God? This community network, minutes with God, don't get it twisted. Wrap yourself up in the law, don't get it twisted. Wrap yourself up in the law, don't get it twisted. Wrap yourself up in the law. This community network, do you have the time for God?